Welcome back to another video. This is episode 2 of Road to 1000. Once again, we're going to play E4. Playing an 822 rated player from, I believe that's the Czech Republic. Last episode, which I literally filmed not even 10 minutes ago, we did face this knight c6 against the Vienna, but it doesn't look like he's going to play e5. So I'm going to bring this out. We'll trade knights if that's what he wants. And we'll just have a lead in development. This hangs a knight. And it looks like we got a good start. I'm going to just drop this back. And I think we're in a good spot here. We have a knight and decent development. He seems to have missed something. So let's keep this going. Could push. I think I'm going to play a3. If he takes, I'll take, and then I'll push d5 or d4. Yep, now we can push d4, and then if he takes, we'll take with this. And our pawn structure is restored. We have a good center, and we'll develop the bishop's castle, get the king to safety, and we'll be in a good spot here. I'm going to do this. I almost wanted to do this so that if takes, check. Could block with the knight, but yeah, it's alright. We'll just take back with the bishop. That's fine. We're just going to drop the bishop back. It's the only move. That's fine. We're going to castle. If he takes this, we'll take back with the queen. And we're still up this knight from the beginning of the game. We're in a pretty good spot here. Put his king in check. Gonna have to move the king. Yep. Just what we wanted. Could put him in check here. Can't take the queen because he's in check. I kind of like the idea of this. Let's see what he does. Can win the bishop. And if we can ever get to this square, forking the I think we're gonna have to just take this bishop. If he takes, we take. And we're in a super good spot. Let's see what he does here. And this queen will be kind of keeping its eyes on that g7 pawn. So this happens. We're up 6 points of material, and this is just a really clean game so far. There's got to be a mate here. What's the mate? Let's drop back here to keep that bishop safe. There's got to be a way to convert this pretty easily. Let's see what he does here. Just going to move the rook here. This is mate, I believe. If he moves this here, this is mate. No, you can do this. Then we just take. And it's mate again. I mean, that was a great game with 22 moves. I mean, this series is off to a flying start. I believe this should just be checkmate. And I mean, that's a phenomenal game. Let's see what the accuracy looks like. 90.5. I mean, this was lethal. They wanted to drop the knight back in. It's not my style. Yep. Blunder the knight. Drop the knight back. I mean, they even like a3. I mean, then we're just straight winning. We take the center. I don't even care that it wanted me to take with the queen or to take away from the center with the pawn when the bishop captured. This was a little bit passive. It's fine though. Trading was good for us. We were up a whole night. Castles was perfect. Check. They wanted me to check with the queen. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We ended up having to bring it out later. Yep, win another piece. Check was fine. Mate in 5 here. This was the right move. This was right. This was right. This was right. And that's clinical, to be honest. We're going to play another game here. We're going to stick to these 2 games per episode if the games are going to go quick. These are rapid games, but I was hoping that they'd take a little bit longer. We're going to play the King's Indian. I've been playing this a little bit. It's not exactly... it's not exactly provided the best results for me, but it has done a decent job of at least being solid. We don't get a ton of space in this opening. Like, as you can see, like, we don't have anything past the 6th rank here. But everything is positioned super solid. I think we're going to try to play b6 here, fianchetto this bishop, get this knight here. Yep, get this knight here, and we're going to have a super solid setup. And we could even try... I mean, can we play for this yet? Not yet, but if we get the rook to e1, then we can think about pushing this. Rook to e1. Okay. He can en passant if I push, but that's fine. Like, we have more than enough defense. Could even take back with the rook. I'm going to play it anyway. If he en passants, we're going to take with the pawn and then try to push the pawn again. Get that bishop kicked out of there. So he just kicks the bishop out. He doesn't even en passant. So we got a little bit more space. E5 and C5, I think, are the 2 main ideas in this opening to try to get played. How do we want to support that? Ideally, we could have had a knight on a6. But honestly, like, I don't even know if that does much. I'm going to reroute this to a6 and then try to play for c5. If he en passants, we take back with the bishop. And we have a decent threat on this diagonal. Let's see what he does. That's fine. Take back with the bishop like we said. Okay, he's threatening this. So we do have to worry about that. I'm going to drop this back, and then we're going to have to move this when he pushes. It's fine. Do we want to move it to c7? Actually, no, I'm going to move it up. We got a nice little alcove here. I'm going to place that. We have a lot more space. Bishop is a little better than it was. Equal material, but I like the position we have here. It's super solid. I think this pawn is free now. Right? 2 attackers, 1 defender. Let's take this. Threatening that bishop over there on g3 would ruin his pawn structure if he had to retake. Yep, he's going to retake here. This bishop's kind of stuck. It can go there. I mean, we're just going to take the bishop. He actually doesn't have to take back with the pawn. He can take back with the knight here. That's fine. Let's get the bishop out of the position, get his knight out of the center a little bit. And here, I think we're going to do a discovery. We're going to move this up one. He can take. But then we have this. If he doesn't take, he's got to move this. Even if he moves this here, we still have this threatening that. Let's do this. Let's see what happens here. What is his plan? I think this was a good tactical find. Jumps this. We're going to take that rook while we can. This is still defended twice, so I'm not even worried about that. This knight is now free. Now we could even push this again. He's almost obliged to take. Otherwise, I'm still going to push it. If he takes, we take. He takes, we take with check. Oh, we took with that. That's fine. Take it back. Now check. If we go... If we go here, we threaten this. Yep, that's fine. Could just... Can I get cute here? If I do this, he takes. I go here, he just goes back. So let's take this. Mouse is being a little funky there. Let's bring this to the open file. Let's push this. If he takes, we take with the bishop. Bishop centralizes. And we should just have an easy conversion. I don't want to jinx anything, but we should just have an easy conversion here. Got 6 minutes to his 8. Up 6 points of material. And we're going to be, cross our fingers, 4-0 to start this. I'm going to put this here. Pin that. Could bring the king there. Yeah, I should have thought about that. That's fine. We'll just bring this here. Now we'll win this pawn. Not a big deal. Just going to make this super solid. He can go here. In which case, we go here. Now this is pinned to the king. This is a free knight. Couldn't have gone here because it was protected by the bishop, and that's a resignation. I mean, that was another wonderful game. We had 2 misses. We're going to do some analysis. Let's see the accuracy. We've had 90s twice and 80s once. This was an 80.6. There was a point early in the game that we were apparently pretty winning that I missed. But, I mean, the biggest advantage he had was +1, 0.06. So I feel like we played this pretty well. Let's see. King's Indian. This actually might be the modern with D6 included. I'm not sure. Everything's good so far. 0.4. Yep. Knight where we wanted it. Rook to the center. They wanted it to en passant, and yeah, here was a mistake. What was the right move here? Yep. Should have seen this. Push this. Forks the knight and the bishop. But I didn't see that. So we ended up playing rook back here to play c5. Computer doesn't love it. Obviously he wanted me to push that, but we missed our chance. We played c5 here, and this is where he has his biggest advantage. He takes en passant though, and that was a mistake. We take back, and our bishop's looking nice. He starts pushing on the queen side. I could have even won that pawn there. Played a little slow. Now we got our knight to a beautiful spot, and this was kind of where the game changed. This was his biggest mistake, and from here we just didn't let off the gas. We ended up winning that pawn. Here he moves the queen, take the bishop, then we push the pawn, win the rook, He takes back. We win that knight. He brings the rook in. We push again. Excellent move. Trade the rooks. Get check. Trade. And we just have a mega advantage for the end of the game. Everything else, clinical. Would have won that night. And that was a beautiful game. We're 4-0 on the speed run. Can't get a better start than that. We're up to 825 ELO. Started today in the high 700s. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. And we're going to get another episode out this week. Probably 2 or 3 more, honestly. And get this series kicked off pretty quickly. And hopefully the games keep going the way they're going because we're playing some pretty good chess. So thanks again for watching. See you.